Here are 9 quick tips and tricks to get you started in Forza Horizon 5 set in beautiful Mexico. Once you make it through the intro sequence, you can basically play Forza Horizon 5 however you want. Opening up each festival will open up new types of events. There is a festival for road racing, dirt racing, cross-country racing, street racing, and lastly one for PR stunts. There are multiple chapters in each festival, and you can go through and open all the chapters in one festival first, or open them all up as soon as you want. Personally, I would recommend opening each one as soon as you can, but you can do them whatever order you prefer. For example, if you really like dirt racing, you can focus on knocking out all those races and accolades first and then move on to the next one. Speaking of accolades, they are one of the methods of progression in Forza Horizon 5, of which there are 3. You have accolades, skill points, and experience points. The aforementioned accolades progress this story forward and are what you need to reach the quote-unquote end game of Forza Horizon 5, which is making it to the Hall of Fame. But there's so much more to do beyond making it into the Hall of Fame, which we will get to shortly. The Horizon stories pay out a bunch of accolades if you're looking to progress through those quickly, and you can also select a specific accolade from the menu, and the game will set a waypoint there for you. Next up is the driver level, which you can see in the top right of the pause screen, and you level up when you earn experience points or XP from completing everything from events to big skill chains or playing online, and this is what other players can see next to your name. Every level grants you some type of reward, and once you reach the higher levels, you will start getting a wheel spin every time you level up, which is one of the easiest ways to get cash. Last up are the skill points, which you earn every time you fill up the skill meter by banking your skill chains. If this is something you are neglecting, then spend some time just practicing racking up skill chains. A great place to do this is in the dunes or anywhere where there really isn't much to hit and you can get easy air skills. I have a great video on how to improve your driving, so maybe go check that out after this. I'll leave a link in the description. But these skill points can be used to unlock car perks. Each car has a set of unique perks that range from improving how quickly you can build skill chains to unlocking wheel spins or XP bonuses. Quick note before moving on, if you're finding this video helpful, maybe drop a like because it really helps me out. Similar to Forza Horizon 4, there are 4 seasons. However, here in Mexico, for Forza Horizon 5, they are much different. They are the hot, dry, wet, and stormy seasons. There are dust storms and tropical storms to drive through, and each week the season changes and brings with it changes to the map and weather. There is a festival playlist for each season that offers different events to complete and rewards to unlock. These seasonal events usually require a certain type of car, for example modern sports cars or retro rally, etc., etc. To easily find cars in your garage or the auto show that you can use in these events, you can look at the alternate car stats by moving the right stick over, or you can just filter using the Y button and selecting what you are looking for. As I've stated in my previous Forza Horizon 4 tips video, the Horizon series sits somewhere in between an arcade racer and a sim racer. There is no nitrous and you have to brake for corners, but the settings offer a lot of room to play the game more to your style and make it more approachable if you're new to the series. It's not as difficult or unforgiving as Forza Motorsport or Gran Turismo would be, but it's also more realistic than, say, Need for Speed. One of the big mistakes people make is trying to turn off assists before they are ready because they are tempted to get that credit boost that you see, but trust me, you're not missing out on that many credits and you'll have a lot more fun if you keep the assists on and slowly turn them off as you get more comfortable. I won't go into too much detail here, but here is a quick rundown. You pretty much will always want to keep ABS on, and if you were struggling, I would keep traction control and stability control on and try turning them off once you start winning easily and get a better handle on the cars. Also, you may find that depending on the car build that you have, whether it's rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, you might need to change these settings to help cope with the power output. Let's say if you have a car with a ridiculous amount of horsepower that's rear-wheel drive, it's going to be a lot harder to drive than a car with a medium amount of power and all-wheel drive. Learning to play with manual shifting can be kind of intimidating at first, but it will make you faster if you learn it. I played on automatic for the longest time and still do for certain events, but after a few hours practicing manual, you will feel a lot more comfortable and you'll be faster. The full driving line is very helpful if you are learning the game, but sometimes it can be distracting. Personally, I play with braking only as there are a lot of routes in the game and it's kind of hard to learn all of them and all the braking zones with all the different cars you're driving. It's also a good indicator of what line the AI is generally going to take into a corner and can help you plan your overtakes. There are both XP boards and fast travel boards hidden across the map for you to smash, and you do not want to neglect these. Some are easy to find and others are harder, but the fast travel boards are particularly useful as they lower the cost to fast travel across the map. More on that in a second, but if you want help finding all of them, rather than purchasing the treasure map in-game, just Google Forza Horizon 5 bonus boards and save yourself a few bucks. There are 7 player houses you can unlock as you play through Forza Horizon 5. You get the first one during the introduction, and after that you need to play through the first event under each each category in the Horizon adventure. Some of the houses will give you perks, so it's a good idea to buy those when you have the money. Some of them are expensive and some not so much. I recommend you buy the Buenas Vistas house early on if you want to fast travel, as this gives you the ability to fast travel to any road on the map, not just events or locations. It costs 2 million credits, which is a little steep, but it's well worth it if you want to travel across Mexico quickly. And let's be honest, Forza Horizon's pretty generous with the credits, so you'll earn it back pretty quickly. The other house I recommend you pick up early on is Lugar Tranquillo, which hopefully I didn't butcher, but it's free if you have the VI pass, otherwise it's only 700k. This will unlock the Photo Accolade challenge, which rewards you for taking photos of cars in the game. You can easily see what cars that you still need to photograph by the little camera icon that will pop up above the drivatar name. This is an easy way to earn rewards, and a great way to do this quickly is just to snap a photo at the beginning of a race, especially when you're using a new class of car, just like this. The car collection page shows where and how you can get every car in the game and which cars you own. This can be very helpful, as some cars cannot be purchased at the auto show, but if they can, you can easily purchase them from here with just the press of a button or go to the auto show. I encourage you to experiment with different cars, because Forza Horizon has a huge variety of cars that are all a lot different to drive, and you don't always have to go for crazy fast cars to have fun. A lot of times the slower cars are more fun and are a better way to learn too if you're having trouble. You will want to tune your ride before you race it in order to stay competitive, so it is important to understand Forza's performance index, or PI. They are broken down into the following classes, ranging from D class to X class, which you can see on the screen now. You will always be competing against cars in the same class as you, so for example, if you are in an A class car, you will only race against other A class cars. So it's important to be as close to the max level in that class as you can. If you want to try tuning for yourself, Hoki Hoshi has some great guides on the YouTubes, and I'm sure there's other people as well. But if you're like me and you're too lazy to learn tuning, the community is usually the best place to turn. Looking for popular tunes or creators with a lot of downloads are the safest bets, but it's always a good idea to test your tune before taking it into a race. You can have a car delivered to you anywhere on the map. All you have to do is go into the pause screen and select a different car. And if you're playing on Xbox Series X and probably Xbox Series S, this takes all of like 1 second. Very fast loading times. If you just want to jump back to somewhere where you can change and upgrade your car, you can go into the pause menu and select the auto show. This will take you back to the nearest festival without having to pay the fast travel fee, which can be very helpful if you haven't found very many fast travel boards yet. If you enjoyed this video and maybe want to see more, please think about subscribing. Stay classy.